Okay, here they all are, side by side. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining today. I'm here at the shop. It was rodent cleaning day, so I'm in my Sunday best, you know. But what's wrong with a black t-shirt from Sloppy Joe's? Yeah, got that one in person, earned that one. Today, I'll show you an update on last year's hatchlings from my Ultramel Clown project. And it's actually from 2 clutches, so it's not just 1 clutch, but the dad was the same on both of them, and the moms were sisters. And I was very, very pleased with the outcome. The odds were wildly in my favor. I think I produced 5 double visuals last year. 2 of them I've sold. I still have 3 double visuals, and again, they're in the Ultramel Clown project. But I was also going to show you some of the variety that we find in Ultramel today. So we'll go through the whole Ultramel Clown project and some future dreams that I have for this one. So one of the biggest selling points of Ultramel for me is just how well Ultramel keeps its color and its pattern over time. I won't say that it's perfect. They don't all stay looking quite as vibrant as hatchlings, but they stay keeping their color really, really fantastic. So I'm gonna run through the 3 holdbacks, show you what they look like. These were born November 10th, 2024, and it's now January 2nd, 2026. So these are 14, 15 months old, somewhere in there. This first one is a Ultramel Clown, and I do think that a Blade is in here. So the pairings were a Blade Ultramel Het Clown dad, and the moms were double hets, and one of them had Pinstripe, the other one no other codoms that I know of. You can see how well it's keeping its color and its pattern, and that's the Blade one, I believe. I mean, you can see the reduction in the clown pattern on the sides there. Just the dorsal stripe, almost all lateral pattern has been reduced. Really cool head stamp, beautiful looking animal, aging really nicely. So that's a female, again, Blade Ultramel Clown. Now this next one, this is also a Blade Ultramel Clown. This is a male. Really interesting though. I'm gonna put these 2 side by side for you in just a second, so stick around for the comparison. Same genetics, I believe. And this one, I don't know if the camera picks it up or not, but it has these purple hues in the brown. And like I say, I'll put them side by side so you can really get a feel for the difference. But that's another Blade Ultramel Clown. And this male is actually breeding and locking this year. It's gonna really help the project along much quicker now. But again, you see the color, how well they're keeping it as they age. This female is my favorite from that batch of hatchlings from those 2 clutches. She caught the Pinstripe gene, so I don't know that there's Blade in this one. It could be, I'm not sure, but there definitely is Pinstripe Ultramel Clown, and this is a female growing up. One of the things I like to remind people is that Pinstripe not only changes the pattern, but Pinstripe enhances golden colorations. Pinstripe influence is one of my favorites, especially if you could get a really pattern distorting gene to put it with, like Clown or Pied, because it's gonna bring a lot of golden and orange colors into the mix. Look at that girl, look how clean she is. That is a Pinstripe Ultramel Clown. There you go, look at that head on her. Super clean, super orange, and just like I say, that radiant golden color. Okay, here they all are, side by side. Let me see how long I can get them to participate this nicely. So this is the female, and she's kind of the palest orange and the brownest. This is the male, that's the Blade as well. And you can kind of see side by side that he's more saturated and vibrant. And then you can see the effect that the golden Pinstripe is having as well on this female here. How cool are these 3 Ultramel Clowns? I'm loving how they're aging, and I'm loving this project. Ultramel is one of kind of my core projects that I want to work on for a very long time. My ultimate dream base combo, which sounds funny to call it a base combo, but would be a Super Gravel Ultramel Clown, which I would love to hit, but I would want that just to be the base that I could then add more things to. So to get to that point, I mean, that's a triple homozygous animal, so very, very difficult and long-term project to make. But then to get other dark genes in on top of it, to really bring out those purples and deep oranges, or even some Bell Complex codons in there that'll brighten it up. Like Mojave would make Ultramel just glow. Check out Portuguese Python, some of the stuff that they're doing with the Bell Complex in Ultramels. So I'll show you a few other of my long-term ingredients that we'll be mixing and matching and playing with over the next few years, and tell me what you think of what you like and what you would add where. So this female, this is a pastel yellow belly spot nose Ultramel. And obviously she's got a ways to go before she'll be ready to breed, at least another year, maybe a year and a half to 2 years before she's ready, but loaded with genes. There's some potential with the yellow belly to do cool yellow belly complex combos, but I try not to rely too heavily on yellow belly just because I can make ivories, and that's not really what I want to make. Pastel yellow belly spot nose Ultramel. Okay, this guy is super interesting. Looking at him, I wouldn't even think that he was Ultramel, but I've seen pictures of him as a baby. He is in heavy shed right now, but this is an Ultramel Highway, so a yellow belly gravel. I bought him because I wanted to get the gravel combos out of him and use them to make gravel head Ultramels. And part of that inspiration was Chris Hernan, who bred this one, has bred an Ultramel Super Gravel that is about this size, that is keeping its color like a baby. I'll show you some stock B-reel footage from Chris there, but it was really inspiring. So I got this guy to get the gravel het Ultramels, and the yellow bellies I'll make available for others to use, as I like to focus on gravel myself. Pretty cool Ultramel Highway male breeder right there. Look at this big girl. She is one of my breeder female Ultramels. This is a Pinstripe Ultramel. This is not related to the clutch I just showed you. Just happened to be a Pinstripe Ultramel that I picked up before I got into those others. And she gets a little feisty sometimes, so I gotta keep an eye on her. But she's great for making hets and combos to work towards the future. So this year I have her going to a powerful clown male, and we'll make a whole bunch of double het Ultramel Clowns, but with heavy dose of combos in them. These are both labeled as just Ultramel. Now, doesn't mean that there's not something more in them. I purchased both of these as adults, but you can see the different variations and the different expressions. Sorry, I'm trying to watch this girl because she means business and she's huge. You can see in the camera some of the purples coming through on her back, and those purple hues are even stronger in person. Really incredible expression on her. And then this one is almost red colors coming through this one. I'm excited to see what both of these do this year, and there might be some genetic testing in the future depending on what the babies look like, but both of these will breed this year, and I think that I'm using them both for making Ultramel Clown double hets as well. So as you can see, I've got a lot riding on this Ultramel project in the future. I love the opportunities that it presents. I actually have a whole bunch more that are in my Ultramel Pied project. I haven't crossed or put those two together yet for Ultramel Clown Pieds. One day maybe when I'm really old, we'll see. But I'll do a separate video on that. So there is more Ultramel stuff. Also, if you're interested in getting into the Ultramel Clown project, be sure to check out properroyals.com. I'll put a link in the description down below, and you can see my shop where I'll make those available. I have some visual clowns that are 66% het Ultramel that once I test them and find out if they are 100% or not, I'll price them accordingly and appropriately for everybody, but I'll be making those available. So stay tuned for the Ultramel Pied edition coming up at some point soon. But in the meantime, thanks for hanging out today, and I hope to see you here on the Proper Royals YouTube channel again soon. Cheers, everybody. Bye.